Hey loves, I am so ridiculously excited for today's video because today I'm going to be going through several of my very favorite holiday gift sets and palettes. You know the drill. This is all going to be beauty related. This can double as like a gift guide or maybe like a wish list for some ideas of things to ask for if you're kind of down to the wire and you don't know what you want this holiday season. There are a lot of palettes and sets I wanted to mention because they were so good, but I've done kind of like a clean sweep of Sephora online, and I've gone in store and in Ulta and all of the places where these products are available, and I just made sure I was only recommending things you can currently get because holiday sets started in like October this year. It was insane. They start earlier every single year. So I'm gonna start out with skincare and I'm going to work my way into the makeup. Also, just so you guys know, nothing in this video is going to be below $25 because I will have a stocking stuffer budget-friendly holiday kind of gift guide video, and it will focus on those sorts of items. So we're kind of looking at roughly the $50 to $25 range. There's a few things that are over $50, but most of these things are in that budget. The box is mangled, but I tried to put it back together for you guys. This has been used and loved by me. This is the Finishing Touch Yes Instant and Pain-Free Hair Remover. I am absolutely obsessed with this. Okay, like little fun fact about me. This is just me personally. I prefer to have no hair on my body, but I fake tan a lot. I've taken a pretty big break here for the winter, but I'm about to get back into it in the new year. And so when you fake tan, you really can have no hair or dead skin on your body, or else it would kind of, by the way, if you hear all the jingling, it's my sweater. The hair will kind of mess up your fake tan and make it look splotchy and uneven. So sometimes I just get really tired of shaving and I'm always looking for an easier solution. Waxing is obviously super painful. All of the skincare removal creams always like make me really red and my skin gets irritated. So when I got this in the mail, I was really intrigued, and it's an as seen on TV product, so I completely felt like Graveyard Girl in her Does This Thing Really Work videos, and I was trying this out. But it really does work. Like, it actually works, and it's so cool. The device looks like so. It's really small, and you can actually use this on any part of your body. You can use it on your face, you can use it on your arms, and it's safe everywhere. Okay, this is so cool. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have like a total geek out moment. So it is not a laser, it's not a razor. I made sure to check with the brand and make sure that I really knew what this product was. It essentially uses micro oscillation, and it really just kind of like sweeps away any unwanted hair that you might have. It's really cool because you don't have to use like shaving cream, you don't have to get wet. In fact, you're supposed to use this on dry skin. And okay, so this is the part where I kind of geek out a little bit. This is the coolest thing to me. So when you turn it on, obviously it's just gonna blinky blink like so, but you can tell there's nothing happening. And when I first turned it on, I was like, what is going on? But it does not do anything until it actually touches you. So there's like light peach fuzz on my hand, and if I just go over, it's gone in one stroke. I'm sorry, this is absolutely the most addicting thing. Not having hair in the areas I don't want to have hair in is so nice. I am very accident prone. I tend to cut myself a lot while shaving. Since I do fake tan, I also do shave my arms because, again, the effects just kind of look a little bit muddy when there is hair there. So having something like this is just so much easier. It's so much more convenient, and it takes a lot of the work and a lot of the sort of danger, because I'm sure most people can shave their legs without cutting themselves. But again, I'm just kind of klutzy. So I just think it's really convenient. This is something I would probably store in my purse as well. It is so small, and the cap is right here, but you can just like put on the cap and it's good to go. Like, you can take this anywhere. When I heard about this, I assumed it was going to be so expensive, but it retails for a whopping $39.99. It's less than $40. It's a really safe product, and I'm actually recommending this obviously for anyone who has unwanted hair, but I feel like this would be such a good thing for maybe teenagers or anyone who is first starting to shave, because there's no real room for error with this. It's so safe to use, it's so easy, and my favorite thing is that it does have that patented Sensolite, which means it doesn't even start doing its thing until it comes into contact with skin. It also does come with another head, and this one is a little bit different. As you can see, it just has like little baby holes in it, and I was so confused by this, but apparently this can pull out really short hair. So if you're getting rid of the hair and it's just growing back and you need to get it off for any reason, this works with more stubble as opposed to this brush head, which will work on longer hair or shorter hair. It really can do whatever you want, but this is going to make your stubble just be gone. It would make a great stocking stuffer or just a gift in general, but it definitely gets the Loey stamp of approval. I am obsessed with this, and I am getting it for people in my life. The The first thing for skincare is a product I discovered very recently, but I've had it for a while. I found it when I was unpacking the last of our boxes a few weeks ago, and I was like, I've never tried this before. My skin felt really, really gunky that day. So I used it, and if it's looking kind of dingy, it's because it's stained. I use this a lot when I take off my makeup, and as you can see, it kind of vibrates like so, and the brush head will just kind of move around, and you can just use this the same way you would use a Clarisonic essentially. I feel like the bristles are a bit softer, it's not as rough on my skin, and it's also not as expensive. It's kind of close in the price range of like the Mia, but you get a lot more. I use it like once a day or maybe once every 2 days if my skin is feeling a little bit sensitive, but it just really gets a nice deep clean, and you can use it with any cleanser that you already have. A lot of the sets online come with like Clinique skincare and stuff like that. So if you are looking for something like this for someone in your life, or if you are looking for a new skincare step that's not a totally new skincare routine, I highly, highly recommend this. Okay, so getting into makeup, again, this is going to be a lot of things that are still in stock. You know, whether it's on Sephora online, some things are sold out online, but I've seen them in store. I just wanted to make sure these were readily available for you guys. My favorite palette that was released this holiday season is hands down the Urban Decay Vice 4. The color selection in here is just so incredible. You've got a really nice variety of neutrals and brights, and even if you're not someone who loves the bright colors, or the person in your life isn't someone who absolutely is obsessed with brighter shades, I just think the variety in here is so good. You also do get a little synthetic brush and a little pouch that you can put the palette in. This is probably one of the most expensive things in this video. It is right at $60, but I just think this was the best holiday palette this year. These shadows in here are so buttery, so smooth. I will link my full review of this down below if you guys want to see it. But if you're looking for a slightly different eyeshadow palette, I think that this one would pretty much satisfy anyone from like beginner level makeup to someone who is really advanced and has a ton of palettes and a ton of shadow. It is just such a good palette. So this was actually sent to me by Too Faced, and this is an Ulta exclusive. It is the Too Faced La Petite Maison, and I know I butchered that. It has this beautiful display that would look gorgeous on any vanity or wherever, you know, the person in your life or you store your makeup. You get a mini Better Than Sex mascara, and then when you look down here, you get a full eyeshadow palette. The shades in here are beautiful, and they're nice and neutral. If you've ever tried the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, they don't smell like chocolate, obviously. I wanted to double check before I said that, but the pigmentation is so similar to that. Too Faced has amazing, amazing quality shadows, and these are so buttery, so smooth. There's not a lot of chunky glitter in it either. I know some of the palettes this year, including the Vice palette I mentioned a moment ago, have a lot of glitter. You know, they have a lot of sparkle and shine to them, whereas these are more finely milled shimmer and mattes, which I think is a little bit more versatile and probably is more usable to more people. Plus, the neutrals in here are so gorgeous. It does lean a bit on the warmer side, so keep that in mind, but I think there's a really nice mix of matte and shimmer in here, and the shadows themselves are just so nice. And then of course you do get the Better Than Sex mascara. So the last kind of like jumbo holiday palette I wanted to mention is this Tarte Holidays. I think it's the Light of the Party Collector's Makeup Kit. I've actually purchased this for 2 people in my life. One of the people I've already given it to, it's my best friend Michelle. She saw this and was immediately like, can you send me like swatches and stuff? Like, I need that in my life. So I just got it for her. But essentially in here, this is like the mother load. Like if you have someone in your life you want to spoil, this is such a good gift. More neutral shadows here on the very bottom. And obviously this is a huge amount of shadow. And the Tarte formulation is just so buttery and soft. Their matte shadows are actually just as nice. That brown, of course, the one matte color I decided to swatch didn't show up that nicely, but their matte shades are so buttery, so freaking smooth. If you guys have ever tried the Tartelette palettes, then it's really similar to that. But to make the deal even crazier, here at the very top you get this little case, and in here you get a whole different makeup palette. You get 6 more shadows, a highlight, a blush, and a bronzer, so a completely different palette. The mirror is right here, and then you get a double-sided brush, and then you also, to finish this whole thing off, get a Lights Camera Lashes mascara. And if you're looking to really spoil someone in your life, or if you have a serious makeup lover on your hands, I think this is probably one of the best deals this season. It seems like all of the cheek palettes I wanted to mention this year sold out pretty quickly, but one I really wanted to give a little bit of love to because I haven't heard a lot of people talk about it is this Pur Contour Kit, and I'm not sure of the technical name, but of course I'll have it down below. In here you get 2 highlight powders, highlighters, 1 shimmery, 1 matte, 2 matte bronzers, and 2 matte blushes. The products are actually super pigmented and they feel really, really, really nice. The palette itself is actually only $28, and considering how much variety you get in here, I think that's really good. It's a little bit different than the generic contour kits that come with the same few shades of highlight and the same few shades of bronzer to contour with, and I just think it's a little bit of something different. And even for the makeup lover in your life who has the Anastasia contour kit or has the Kat Von D contour kit, this is just something different, and I think it's unique enough to warrant a purchase. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about this, but it's actually a really great buy, so I wanted to show that a little bit of love. And now I'm going to talk about some lip favorites. Buxom did release a significantly larger like lip set for the holiday, and I mentioned that in a Yas or Trash Tuesday on all of these Bare Mineral Buxom sets. I'll have that link down below. But in the Buxom Don't Miss a Beat kit, which is only 32 bucks, you get 6 lip glosses in total, and all of these seem like colors that are pretty wearable. You've got a nice bright red, you've got a little bit more of a berry tone shade. This looks kind of scary and bright, but it is definitely more sheer. And then you've got some nice neutrals for every day. The glosses are plumping, and if you want to see full swatches again, I'll have that video below. But these in general are just really great glosses. I think the pigmentation is so nice. And again, for pretty much any level of makeup lover, I just think this is a really good deal, and it's something they would get excited over. You know, there are 6 lip products in here, and that's a lot, especially for 30 bucks. A bit more expensive, but I love the Fresh Sugar Lip Delight set as well. These are my favorite tinted balms ever. They are so hydrating. They actually have a pretty good amount of pigmentation as well. And in here you get 2 regular lip balms. You get the Advanced Therapy Lip Treatment and just their regular lip balm, and then you get 5 tinted ones. So it's just really nice. These are not going to be so pigmented that it's like, oh, you have a whole wardrobe of lipsticks. They're going to be a little bit on the sheer side, and some are more opaque than others. This one in particular I just swatched, I think is called Ruby. They're nice for minimal makeup days or for someone who doesn't wear a lot of makeup ever really, or they just like more natural products. These are amazing. This is such a great little luxury kit that I'm so surprised is not sold out. This is from Marc Jacobs, and in here you get this beautiful Marc Jacobs clutch #1, which someone could hold their makeup in. It's a little bit on the small side, like it basically looks like an oversized sunglass case. Then inside you get 5 Marc Jacobs lipsticks, and the formulation on these is impeccable. I feel like the variety is really nice as well. You get shades like this one, which is called Blow, and that's more of a berry Merlot color. But you also get really nice wearable shades for every day, like this one, which is called Infamous, and this is just more of a neutral. The pigmentation on these is so nice, and you really do, kind of like I was saying, that the Fresh Sugar lip set is not. This is really like a full lip wardrobe. You get some really nice opaque colors. They're luxury makeup. They just feel so good on the lips. You get like a holiday red. There's just so many color options in here, and I definitely think this one is worth the purchase, especially for someone who really enjoys luxury makeup or who you think might have been eyeballing lipsticks like this, because the set itself is like $40, and one of these lipsticks on its own is like 28 or 30, which is so much, and you get to try 5 for right around 40. I know it's kind of like lip sets galore, but I did want to mention this option from MAC. And if you think that you like the sound of the Fresh Lip Balm range, but you don't feel like you could spend $55 on a kit, this one is a little bit less. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's still kind of expensive. I think it's right in the $30 range, but in here you get 4 of their tinted lip balms, and these are called patent polishes. Essentially, they're chubby lip pencils, and they're a lot like the Revlon chubby lip pencils. That was a horrible one to swatch, I'm sorry. That one's more of a nude, so it's obviously going to nude out your lips. But then you've got colors like this one. This is the nude set that I'm showing, and this one obviously has some pigmentation. They leave your lips with a nice healthy stain. You get 4 really nice kind of more wearable colors to use on the daily. I'll also swatch one more just so you can get a good idea for what these look like. I mean, they're translucent, but there is a bit of color there, and they're also kind of moisturizing without looking like, do you guys ever put on a moisturizing lip balm and it's like, wow, my lips look so glossy, and it's almost not what you want for like a more natural makeup look? This is going to be something that airs on the more matte side without actually being matte. They're more of a satin consistency, and they look really pretty, so I thought I would mention that as well. The last makeup item I wanted to mention is the Bare Minerals Jumbo Holiday Size of their foundation, and I have this in the shade Medium Beige. It is quite tan for me, but as long as I bring it down the neck, it's fine. I'm not wearing it today, just for the record. But I just think this is a really good purchase for someone anyone who may already like the Bare Minerals formula or you think might, this foundation is so good. I have such dry skin that I thought I would never be able to use a foundation like this, but it actually looks really good on my skin. And if you want to see it in action, I did my winter everyday makeup routine video really recently. I used this in that video and it's so full coverage without making your skin look like there's a ton of foundation on. Like, it almost looks like your skin, but obviously 10 times better. And there's something almost illuminating about it. There's no real glitter particles in this, but there's just something magical about this product. And in this jumbo size, obviously it's a beautiful, beautiful package, and you do get a much better deal buying it in the limited edition jumbo size. So the last holiday gift idea I wanted to mention is the Nume Magic Wand. This is the 32mm curling wand. I've probably mentioned this wand so many times this year, but it is my favorite curling wand of all time. I have used the same one for the last like year and a half, and obviously it's still going strong. I got this one for someone in my life because, again, I just love Nume so much. And this is for any of you who think like I just promote them and I don't purchase them myself. I love the crap out of Nume. They are my favorite hair company in the entire world. The 32mm barrel wand is my favorite size. Nume is always running really good promotions, and they have a great one this time of year, so I'm gonna have that down below for you guys. But that is it for my very first holiday gift guide slash best of beauty. If you guys are excited to see my budget-friendly $25 gift guide, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And I will also be doing a gift guide for him. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out any others this year, but those are the ones that are at the top of my list. So yeah, I hope you guys like. I'm going to take off this sweater after I film. Like, the jingling is just too much. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you very soon in my next video.